Growing up in the small town of Elberton, Georgia, my grandmother would say, Drakevius, watch where you're going at nighttime, because she knew the history that came with this country of America. America has a long history of being a participant of the transatlantic slave trade. They traded Africans for other commodities and brought them to America to work the lands. Africans who failed to comply with these rules were beaten, raped, or killed. After years of this, countries began to abolish the slave trade and slavery altogether. America would hit some roadblocks while attempting to stop. Once it was abolished, many laws were put into place to hold African Americans back and cause them to fall behind in a lot of ratings in this country. White Americans used black codes, symbols, and force to scare blacks into hidings and force them to stay on their side of town. The Confederate flag was one of many symbols that was used to scare blacks. 11 states seceded from the Union to protest their state rights, to uphold the institution of slavery in America. These 11 states seceded to form the Confederate States of America. These 11 states included South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, Virginia, Arkansas, North Carolina, and Tennessee. When these 11 states seceded from the Union, William Porcher Miles created the Confederate flag to represent the Confederate States according to HistoryNet. These states created declarations explaining why they seceded, and all of them mentioned slavery as one of many reasons. Since then, this flag has been used by many hate groups to terrorize the African American community, according to HistoryChannel.com. One of the most prominent hate groups that uses this flag is the Ku Klux Klan. These are the main reasons this flag can never be a symbol of pride, unless its supporters agree that its pride is rooted in racism and hate. As this flag continues to hang high on flag poles across this country, we remember those African Americans that hung from oak trees while white men stood around with these bars and stars and cheered as black babies, black women, black men hung from these trees with eyes bulging like strange fruit, hanging from trees, swinging from east to west like the wind blew in the nighttime. The feeling of African Americans seeing this flag can be compared to Jews seeing the Nazi flag in Germany. Aside from those, white supremacists have used this flag as a representation of white power after committing crimes against the black community. The most recent, Dylann Roof, the Charleston 9 shooting in South Carolina. This flag has nothing positive attached to it. It has been used for hate since its creation. The sole purpose for its creation was to be a representation for those states that seceded from the Union because they could not uphold the Constitution of slavery. This flag is rooted in divisiveness and hatred. It is in no way or form about love. Some say it is indeed only about heritage and not hate. I say that you have to understand what your heritage is to be able to say that statement. And once you realize that your Southern heritage is rooted, and the formula to Southern heritage and basis of it is slavery, you too will understand that this flag is a symbol of hate and not love.